Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the main event.
Hey, thanks for joining us here at Garage Boxing. Once again, Kevin Breen and Rob Ernster.
Good to be here as always.
Talking about the fight that's within just the next couple days here in New York from Madison Square Garden. Cotto, Clottey, a lot of people have been taking sides, and I think we've talked about already our decision is Cotto's more of a world championship boxer, got the better experience. But let's talk about more like how the fight's going to progress. How is it going to happen?
Well, I think in order for Clottey to even be close in the fight, he's got to come out, he's got to be aggressive. He can't sit back and be a defensive fighter, because if he does that, I think he has potential of being knocked out. You know, so if he comes out, he's aggressive, he is the bigger guy. You know, he definitely needs to put the pressure on to have a chance of winning. If he doesn't do that, I think he sits back, you know, potentially gets knocked out. I personally think Cotto's probably going to win on a decision, but you know, Clottey is definitely a tough guy. He's got a will to win. He's never been knocked out. The only time he's been hurt is when he's hurt himself by hitting somebody when they were down. He's got the brittle hands, but he's got a good chin. He's got a good punch. He's got a decent chance.
I think it's going to be one hell of a fight. I think right now it's looking like it's fight of the year. There's some other fights coming up, Marquez, Mayweather, and hopefully some better fights will be happening down the road in the fall. But right now, this looks to be the biggest blockbuster. We had the Berto fight last week. You know, I mean, you know, it's interesting that you look up some of the records here and you see that Berto is actually ranked ahead of Clottey, but you have much more of a big energy feeling on this fight. And, you know, I think it's going to be a little closer than that. I think Clottey's a big guy. I think Clottey, this is his time. I think he knows that. I think, you know, despite all of the goings-on in Cotto's camp with regard to his uncle and how's it going to work this time, it's a different situation for him. I think actually that's a positive for him. I think you agree, and we're talking about that, but I think Clottey this is the pinnacle for him, and I think, you know, he comes from Ghana. It's a different thing. You know, Cotto has been in Madison Square Garden. I think now
it's like his home turf.
6 times home turf. Is he going to get complacent? Is he going to, you know? I don't think so. I think again he's a world championship guy. He's going to win, but I think it's going to be real close. I think it could be a controversial split decision. That's what I'm saying.
Whoa, that close?
That's what I'm saying. I think it's a lot closer than we all think. And
not than I think. I think he's going to win outright.
You think it's outright? Yeah.
8 rounds minimum.
Yeah, I like to see
him out.
And I don't think that the split decision and controversy is anything having to do with wishful thinking. I like Clottey. I respect Cotto. I like Cotto too. But yeah, very interesting. I think you're right. I think Clottey's got to come out, you know, be aggressive.
Swinging.
You know, come out swinging.
Throw his weight around.
I think I was looking at some interviews, and he was saying that, you know, hey, I'm not going to be wearing my track shoes. I'm coming to fight, and you know, all guys say that, but you really believe it when it's coming from him. It'll be interesting to see.
Yeah.
And again, HBO free. It's there. I'm not sure on any undercard, but I think that, you know, on a fight like this, you always want to have undercard, but it's going to be a great fight in itself. So again, Saturday night. Now, if you talk about, look, Cotto wins, Clottey wins. Obviously, Cotto is looking for the next big payday, Pacquiao, whatnot. But again,
that'd be good.
You know, I think when that's come up, I think he's been real smart to say, hey, look, I'm focused on Clottey. I don't think he's looking ahead like that. But
because he knows Clottey's good.
Clottey's
not like it's a setup guy like Michael. Who did he fight last time?
Michael Jennings. You know, it's like Michael Who? Yeah. So I mean,
you know, it's still a fight he had to win. It's a tune-up fight, but
the guy was undefeated.
He did what he was supposed to do. He didn't go in and get a 12-round decision. He went in, knocked him out, and now he's on to a solid guy in Clottey. And I think he's got a chance of knocking him out. You know? Depends on which Clottey shows up.
Yeah.